So I was actually looking at the trends, the projected food trends of 2015. I think, was it cauliflower was the in thing for 2014?
2014.
So this year, the big thing is going back to local grains, local ancient grains. A lot of farmers are starting to grow some of those heirloom varieties again, which is fantastic. And actually, stay tuned. I'm in contact with one of the millers who's going to come in and he's going to talk about some of the local grains. But so we're going to be using barley today. I think barley is it's underutilized. I think we kind of think of it in like 1 or 2 different recipes, and that's about it. Maybe beef and barley soup. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But it's a fantastic grain, and we're going to show you how to do a couple things to it to make barley, the star of a dish. So this is, you can use regular pearled barley or hulled barley. Obviously, hulled barley is going to be better for you. It does take longer to cook as well. And one thing you're going to do before using it in soups, recipes, we're going to make a salad with it, is toast the grain. So what I mean by that is you can put it on a baking sheet, throw it in the oven, like 350, 375 for about 20 minutes. And I don't know if you guys can you see the difference in the color here? Okay, so you have this really, really nice caramel brown color in the barley. The flavor is going to be so much bigger, so much fuller. So now some winter ingredients for this salad. You can definitely, go wild. This is up to you. Get crazy. Some of the winter ingredients, some of my favorite winter ingredients, and one of my favorites actually raw is Brussels sprouts. And they have some amazing varieties now. I found a purple Brussels sprout.
Purple rain.
Yes.
We had a shout out to Prince on our Twitter account.
Yeah. And it's really nice and sweet, fantastic. You don't have to cook it, just take off the kind of like a couple of the outer layers, cut off the end, and then just slice it and shred it. Now what I've done with, I've got some carrots, I've got some beets too. Again, some of the hardier, the winter vegetables work fantastic. I've obviously sliced these ahead of time. This is probably going to be the hardest part. But there are a few tricks that you can use to make that a little bit easier. So I peeled the carrot, peeled the beet. They're not cooked. This is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. Is a mandolin. You can adjust it to whatever thickness you want, and it makes it super easy to get really thin slices. If you don't have this, some food processors have an attachment. You can definitely use those, or you should have a speed peeler or a peeler in the kitchen. Some look like this with the Y, some are just like kind of the straight edge. These work just as great. They take a little bit longer, but you can take your carrot and just sort of work your way around it and peel those shavings. So they're really nice and thin. So peeler, grab one if you don't have it. Really useful. Okay, so now for the dressing. Again, whatever ingredients you want, we're gonna go for the dressing. I'm gonna start off with some walnuts. Fantastic, these are just raw. You can toast them if you want. And I'm doing my dressings. I usually do all my dressings in like a small little mason jar. Keeps it, very convenient. You can do all your mixing in there, and then any leftover dressing you can put back in the fridge. Bottom of a spoon, or this is a muddler. It's just cool to have something like a muddler available, but bottom of a spoon will work really well. And just crush the walnuts in the bottom of the jar. You can use a mortar and pestle too. Absolutely. And then we're gonna add a little bit of mustard. This is just like Dijon greeny mustard. And we're gonna have some apple cider vinegar. Any acid will work. And a little bit of olive oil. Most salad dressings work on a ratio of like 2 to 1 oil to acid, or like even 3 to 1 sometimes. I play with a little bit 1 to 1 just because I like it a little bit more acidic. But if you don't like it acidic, then you can definitely leave it out or just put a little bit in there. Also remember that the walnuts are going to give you some fat as well. Yeah. So I don't need to load in the olive oil here. As I'm crushing it, you'll get a really nice creaminess in the salad dressing from the walnuts. So we're going to add just a pinch of salt to that, maybe a little bit of black pepper. And just sort of combine everything together. Now I've listed on there as an option, I highly suggest it because I like it, but I know people would be screaming at me, is anchovies. Yes. And if you like Caesar salad dressing, well, it has anchovies.
Guess
most
what?
Of
You love anchovies already.
it. So I didn't want to do it because I knew we'd get some.
Yeah, if you're a vegetarian,
maybe
maybe not, but otherwise, give it a try.
And that's it. And you have this like really, really sort of nice, creamy, thick dressing, and it has a little bit of that crunch from the walnuts. And some mint, if you want some fresh herbs in there. Really nice. And that's it. Nice winter salad.